The blind woman is being held in this room by her caregiver. The woman pretends to be calm and has dinner with her caregiver. When she got up to pour the Sprite, she quietly felt for the knife rack. Then she dropped her glass of water on purpose. While the caretaker bent down to pick it up, she lifted the knife rack. The next moment, she made the caretaker fall asleep on the floor. Then the woman took a key from the caregiver. She used it to open the door. Sure enough, behind the door was not a house at all. It was a dark storehouse. The woman felt her way forward and inadvertently came across a row of clothes. There were security uniforms, doctors' uniforms, and so on. This was proof of a terrible suspicion. After she lost her sight, all the men around her, doctors, policemen, caregivers, neighbors' husbands, even the thug who sprayed her eyes with perfume and blinded her, they were all played by the same person. The woman couldn't help but get scared. Suddenly a choking sound catches her attention. The woman followed the sound into the fake ward, where she had stayed. She found her neighbor, Amy, curled up in her hospital bed. Amy said she was actually the sister of the bad guy. She was also locked up here and forced to play along with the bad guy. The woman tried to save her and get her out, but Amy had been subjected to violence for a long time. She's lost the courage to run away. Amy told the woman that the only way out was through the air ducts in the bad guy's room. As the woman groped her way to the duct, a hand suddenly grabbed her cane. It's the bad guy again. The bad guy took the woman inside. He didn't hurt her further. Instead, he told his own story. When he was a child, he was abused by his father and kept in a dark basement, until one day, he heard his sister playing music through the wall. That beautiful melody sustained him through the dark hours. When he got out, he found out that theme music was written by this woman. So the bad guy is actually a fan of the woman. He's keeping her here because he wants her all to himself. The woman caressed the bad guy's face. She said she would be with him forever. Then, when the bad guy let his guard down, the woman made the man faint by trickery. Then she found a pair of scissors and pried open the vent, but she couldn't get through. Then she felt a small bottle on the wall. She opened it and smelled it. It was the perfume that had blinded her. It wasn't long before the bad guy woke up again. The woman was so nervous that she dropped the empty bottle in her hand. Just as the bad guy was about to make his move, the woman spit in his face. He was soon wailing in agony. He finally gets his punishment and loses his eyes. In the end, Amy helped the woman open the door to the warehouse, although she couldn't see the light. But the woman finally felt the warmth of the sun and the freedom of the wind.